Okay, my last little chat with Brian here, Brian Jones. So, did you learn something after last week, spending 2 nights on the street? And but by the way, how was the panhandling? Did you notice the snobs were pretty snobby?
Some people were very polite, some people were not so nice, and some people were angry that I was asking. So
Decided the people knew you?
Nobody knew me. No.
Nobody knew you?
Even the people that thought or I knew them, just because of what I had on. But in general, like Fredericton people are fairly polite, so I felt that was very. I did sense a sense of awkwardness though, as people would go by. Everyone's kind of like it's like.
How did it feel? What did you ask? Do you have spare change?
Yeah, pretty much.
It must have been hard, the first customer or victim to walk by.
I didn't really find it difficult. No? I found it awkward, but I found the people actually that I asked felt worse than I asked for asking. Because I think there was a sense of shame on both our parts of something like that in our society.
It's like anything else. Once you get used to it, no problem. How many people did you ask?
It was probably a handful on different occasions, so there wasn't really a specific number.
What's the biggest?
Loony.
A loony. Yeah. You got a loony?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it's funny because I'm walking around with my change thing, and then the other homeless people are asking me if I have a spare change, and I'm like, so I just give it to them. so it was, yeah.
So what did Brian learn?
Well, Brian learned that there's definitely youth at risk a lot more than I actually initially thought. Just being the average Joe citizen, going home every day, and you don't see this stuff unless you're right there. So I mean that helped me see it. I mean, do I understand it? I don't think two days in the street you'll ever understand it. People ask me why I did it. I must feel guilty. I think we all feel guilty in some sense, right? So, I'm sorry I feel guilty. I wish there was nobody that's homeless, and I wish that was all perfect. But if nobody goes out there and you don't have to be homeless to fix it, but if we don't, as a community, work together to try and make a difference, and if nobody does anything, nothing's going to get done, right? So I guess that's what I learned.
You plan to volunteer in Soup Kitchen in the future?
Yeah, well, I volunteer in a bunch of different places, and this is just one of the many areas that I kind of work with. Whether it's most of my charities, whether it was South Devon School or the environment, or autism was the last one we did. So I try and pick one each year, and people ask me why I do it. It's personal growth. It's nice to learn about other people's lives, right? And all these. And one of the things that's really amazing of meeting the Soup Kitchen was the people. And the same at Youth Choice. These are just amazing people. Like, they're just givers. Like, these people are walking up the street and they're dropping whatever they're doing. They're getting, their job's Monday to Friday maybe, but they're going to ball games with these kids on Saturday, or they're doing these things just above and beyond. And it's just, I'd like to kind of highlight these people, and even these people that are homeless. I mean, I was saying to a couple of people, like, we all fall down. We all have our bad days, and we all slip every now and then. And
some fall harder than others.
But most of us have a support system of some sort.
Yep.
Whether it's parents or spouses or friends or family or work. And a lot of these people just don't have that.
Last comment.
Yep.
Anything to say about these comments you've been hearing about you and everything? You want to straighten up a few things?
No, I mean, all my comments, my general comments are we all as private citizens are out there trying to make a difference, and I respect everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
Because in a way, every comment that somebody makes is either right or it's a criticism from what they feel, right? So we can't say that they're wrong.
No.
You can say, I don't agree with it or whatever, but that's how they feel. And there's some reason, everybody has their own reasons for feeling the way they feel, so, I mean, I've done a bunch of things and everybody criticizes me all the time, so, some people don't like the way I dress.
Brian, listen, you did well.
Thank you.
You did well, and I'm sure we will talk again.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.